Guys, speakers, president, delegates, conference, people coming from various countries to share the latest what is happening on the globe in the field of dentistry. Never ever it has happened that under one roof you find the knowledge, the past sectors of knowledge and the will to share it with the delegates. I welcome you all. The brain behind our chairman and the name Dr. I.T.S-CDSR. He is just added ex-vice chancellor of CCS University. At the age of 80, he is the person who did very well. I also welcome the vice chairman of I.T.S Education Group, Mr. who is here with us. Secretary Mr. and of course the secretary principal of I.T.S Dental College, Dr. Ravi. Thank you so much, and I request Dr. Ravi please carry out coming it off. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now start our inaugural ceremony by invoking the blessings of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of learning and wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, time has now gone for our honorable chief guest to inaugurate this program by lighting the ceremonial lamp, a symbol of enlightenment, and invoke the blessings of the Almighty to usher in an era of knowledge, peace, harmony, and brotherhood.
CCS University, Dr. Goswami, international and national speakers, panelists, deans here. I am honored by the presence of Dean Dr. Ragini, Dr. Anmol Kala, Dr. Panita Uja and others who are present amongst us, and the heads of the department from different from 50 dental colleges.
Chairman, Dr. Majumdar, President of the Council, Dr. Verma, Dr. R.V. Chetha, Dynamic Mr. Sood, General Awasthi, my mentor who is from Armed Forces and was Secretary of the Council and has been guiding me from time to time, Dr. Chandna, our chief member, Dr. Kalha, who was my postmate and now Deputy Director of I.T.S. Greater Noida, my dignitaries from overseas speakers, principals, and dear delegates. I am very glad to be here this morning in this international conference at I.T.S. Nagar. When I was going through the brochures, I saw that all the contemporary topics of dentistry, trauma, TM joint disorders, orthopedic surgeries, cancer research, facial reconstruction, genetics, CAD/CAM, aesthetics, periodontal management, and post-op presentations have been covered very widely. So I wish all our overseas speakers would enjoy interacting with our professional colleagues and exchange their views.
Just
Mr. Chandra and his whole family, Mr. Su, and the teachers concerned here. When I came, that it was a barren land by this kind and all that. For this institution, I personally believe that this I.T.S. group institution has changed the total educational systems in this region. Especially the part of dentistry. Today I was going through all the areas and really I was informed by seeing the changes within a span of 15 years. Hardly any college within a span of 15 years, of course except the modern Azhar, has changed like this. So I request the audience to give a big clap to everyone of this management office for this change and excellent growth of this institution.
And dear Arpit and Latika, congratulations for taking over as a co-chairperson of the I.T.S. group of institutions. First of all, I want to congratulate the dear group for being the first inspector in 1999, and he was closely sharing with me. I did not pass the college. The Bindu, probably you set the standards, and that is the reason that this particular institution, I.T.S., as well as its sister institution in Greater Noida, has really grown, flourished, and really come of age. And we know this is one of the gold standards among a lot of institutions. I think I have to jump and
Areas of research include maxillofacial reconstruction with prosthodontics. A huge round of applause is this great personality. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. David C. Gordon. In reputed international journals. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Arvind Tilakrasni.
let's take a picture together.
He has obtained his M.D.S.RSC and M.Pediatrics-RCS from the Royal College of Surgeons, Edinburgh, and M.R.A.C.D.S. from the Royal Australian College of Dental Surgeons. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Robert B. Antonopoulos.
Silence were extremely focusing on the mandible base. The overbite is complete and deep to the palate. This is his certificate which can be done by developing according to cost analysis. And the cost analysis basically revealed that the profile of mix.
A small percentage of cases you might see full canal obliteration or some kind of apical peritonitis. So the prognosis for these nail fractures, if you're not really worried about them, they usually turn out okay. Children are usually within normal limits. These children are usually sensitive, so you might, when they present to you, you might see them covering their mouth because breathing is sensitive. Putting air in their mouth is sensitive. They might not be drinking anything, or particularly not drinking cold water or beverages because it's very sensitive. Hope testing is usually normal, might be a little exaggerated if a lot of time has elapsed since the trauma. When you take the radiograph, again, it confirms the loss of tooth structure. So here we have two treatment objectives. We're looking at preventive cases you might see cold canal obliteration or some kind of apical periodontitis. So the prognosis for these nail fractures, if you're not really worried about them, they usually turn out okay. Children are usually within normal limits. These children are usually sensitive, so you might, remain asymptomatic, usually injuries, than actual crown fractures. So if you do have a crown fracture in primary teeth, you need to, suspect and investigate for pre-existing decay. That's usually the story there. Every now and then we get a true enamel fracture in primary teeth. So I thought this was a good picture where you can see the yellowish hue of the dent. And it's an unusual spot actually because there's more like a shear fracture of the enamel on the facial layer.
You have to be a really good experience, and you have to have a lot of bone, you have to have a lot of room in order to make those implants be straight and parallel. And after that, you need to have your rotational path of insertion straight, which is quite difficult as well. So that's why having 4 implants has been shown already is not a good idea. Another question that I always have is, if I have 4 or even 2 implants, should I go ahead and splint those implants with a bar? We used to do that a lot before the locator.
This is with an MBA, and he writes about how you look at successful dental practices and what are the models, what are the characteristics of good practices, what are the practices of good companies like Apple or Google, and then applying them to the dental setting. And we wrote a series of articles introducing this concept about saying, well, really what we're looking for in dentistry is about what it is that makes patients happy or satisfied, and what makes them happy or satisfied is really down to what we call their quality of life, which is going to be the main talk of today. Patients' quality of life. What is it? How do we assess it? Does dentistry really affect it?